Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Aileen Senpai, and today we're going back into some more of the Rolling Stones. I've been getting a lot of requests for the song Sympathy for the Devil. I have been really enjoying my Stones journey. I feel like every time we've listened to them, have felt so many things, not just vocally and lyric wise, just instrumentally. They kind of hit you like no others. So I've been really appreciating you have me along for this ride and joining me in suggesting all these incredible musicians. If there's something you think is missing, as always, please let me know in the comments below. But I'm excited to continue this ride. So, with that being said, let's get started with today's video.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I've been around for a long year. Stole many a man's soul and faith. I was around when Jesus Christ had his moment of doubt and pain. Made damn sure the pilot washed his hands and sealed his face. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name.
Assuming it's the devil.
What's puzzling you is the nature of my game. Stuck around St. Petersburg when I saw it was a time for a change. Killed the Tsar and his ministers. Anastasia screamed in vain. I rode a tank, held a generous rank when the blitzkrieg raged and the bodies stank. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. Oh yeah.
Okay, I know you'll understand. We got to pause because copyright reasons. I know you all completely understand that, but I gotta say, I mentioned this in my intro. There's just something about the Rolling Stones when they write. Obviously, their lyrics incredible. The storytelling is absolutely magnificent, but the way that they write their instruments for their songs, it's just I don't know what comes first, but I sometimes part of me feels like the instruments come first and we write songs to accompany that because the stories that bass guitar, the drums, the everything is just it's just giving you this kind of like whew, I don't know what it is. It just makes you feel like a tingle. I don't know. You feel alive. You feel so good, and it's almost like that is telling a story on its own. If there was no lyrics here, I feel like we would all still be completely entranced by those instruments. The guitar always just kind of wakes you the hell up and snaps you into this, gives you this beautiful dose of reality, and it helps you prepare mentally for that. You know, it feels like this is almost like a weird spiritual experience. No pun intended, because obviously right now it's like guess my name, and I'm assuming sympathy for the devil, and with all this historical context that we all know, whether it was through the Bible or moments in history we mentioned here, the Blitzkrieg. It's almost like we are talking about the devil. The narrator is the devil, so obviously all these awful things have happened, but now I'm kind of wondering where this is going to take us, and I feel like we're getting really mentally prepared. That instrument just kind of it woke me up this morning. I'm feeling really invested in this story. I went back a little. Let's continue.
Pleased to meet you.
Those keys.
Hope you guess my name. Oh yeah. I was puzzling you with the nature of my game. Oh yeah. I watched with glee while your kings and queens fought for 10 decades for the gods they made. I shouted out, who killed the Kennedys? When after all, it was you and me. Let me please introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and
That tone in that guitar was absolutely everything, and I am just, completely in awe by this songwriting, everyone's like, "Oh, who killed the Ken" I watched Why They Killed the Kennedys and asked who, did it, and it was you and me at the end, you know? It's crazy how you think about that, how a lot of the times when, all these, awful, awful, awful things happen in the world, it's so quick to like, "Oh, it's the devil, it's the devil, it's the devil is testing you, blah, 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 blah," and, it almost is like, if you really think about it in that perspective, this person who is actually committing all these crimes, the people that are actually to blame. And he's saying it was you and me, not just me. They also have a part in it. They are also like everyone else, have a will and a way, are able to choose. You know what? Maybe I'm not going to be an awful person. Maybe I'm not going to commit mass murder or do all of these atrocities to all of these innocent people. There's so many ways your life can go. You also have a choice because you could also choose to be religious and follow in a different path and do all those other things. But instead, it's always so quick to blame this devil. And it's almost like, hey, it's like he's kind of like fighting for his life. You're like, hey, I was there, but it wasn't me. It was you and me. We both had our part together. So it's time to, start holding yourselves accountable for your actions as well, instead of just putting all the blame on me because I am historically and biblically the reason for all of this awful downfall of the universe and since the beginning of man. So it's kind of crazy thinking of it in his perspective, putting yourself in weirdly the devil's shoes and kind of seeing things from his eyes. And it's like, you know what? Yeah, that's actually very true. Anyways, my mind is just blown, and that guitar was absolutely everything. That tone in it, I just that subtle bass in the back, those keys. Then you hear that little like a chick chick chick. It just adds so much. Man, everything they do is just it's so smart, and I'm so enjoying this. This is probably my new favorite Rolling Stones song. If you can't tell, I'm a babbling idiot of a mess. Anyways, let's.
Pleased to meet you. Hope you guessed my name. Oh yeah. But what's confusing you is just the nature of my game. Yeah. Just as every cop is a criminal, and all the sinners saints. His head is tail, just call me Lucifer, 'cause I'm in need of some restraint. So if you meet me, have some courtesy, have some sympathy, and some taste. Use all your well-learned politics, or I'll lay your soul to waste. Yeah. Yeah. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. Yeah.
Oh, I love that subtle bass.
Puzzling you is the nature of my game. Mean it. Get down.
Woohoo!
Ah, yeah. Get on down. Oh,
Ooh,
what's my name? Tell me, honey.
yes.
Get it, cause my name. Tell me, baby. What's my name? Tell you what time. You're a babe.
Whew.
All right.
Wow. Oh my God. This was The best Stone song ever. I mean, I've said that every time I watch a video. I'm like, "Oh, that's the best. That's my favorite. That's my new favorite." I feel like that maybe the next one you hear is going to be your next favorite. It seems like that's a recurring theme. I really, really love how different this was. You never thought of life in that way, putting yourself in the footsteps of the devil. Now having sympathy for the devil. I mentioned before, he's always like the scapegoat, no pun intended. Obviously, you see all of the animalistic references when you think of Lucifer, Satan, the devil, all of that. We all get that, but he's always a scapegoat. And I mean, I completely understand. It's almost like this. You're kind of told that, oh, if you're doing all of these things, it's because the devil is tempting you. The devil is lingering at every corner, waiting for you. He's trying to get you at your weakest moment. But you gotta find God. You gotta do this. You gotta do that, and pray it away. Fight through it. It's all a test. It's all a test. But if you think about it, I've always thought about that because I was taught that when I was growing up. But then, growing up, I'm like, wait. If people are awful or just straight up awful human beings, they do all of these atrocities. There is war, there is violence, there's so much aggression and rage and destruction, and just there's a lot of ugliness in this world. It's kind of easy to say, oh, I was tempted by the devil. That's why I, committed all of these awful crimes. It's almost like, okay, but at some point, you have to take some accountability for that as well. And he did mention, like, oh, who killed the Kennedys? And everyone's wondering when it was you and me. It's almost like he's even saying, like, hey, can you guys start holding yourselves accountable for the actions that you take and stop saying, like, it was me that got into your head and made you believe all of these things. And now you are this very awful human being. It's easy to just put the blame on, shift the blame on someone else, and we all do that all the time. Even as kids, we are doing that. Like, oh, it wasn't me, it was my brother, it was my sister, it was them, or whatever. We just don't really like to hold ourselves accountable. We don't like to be wrong. And it's interesting having that being told in this setting. I don't know if it was also had this other meaning, like, hey, maybe hold yourself accountable for other things in your life, but having this be told in such a manner is just like a holy hell kind of, again, no pun intended, holy hell, like, never thought about life in that aspect. And I feel like they try to open up your eyes, and they always talk about things that are very real. In my last reaction, I felt like I was continuing to have my mind blown over and over and over again by their songwriting, not just lyrically, but the songwriting itself as a whole. It's a whole masterpiece instrumentally. All the tiny little details, all the tiny little instruments, the tiny little touches here and there, things that you would have never thought to add into a song. It's there and it makes sense. And you think about all the attention to detail that goes down just from the instruments. And then you have the songs telling an incredible story, and the guitars coming along to add some more emphasis, having these tiny little pockets of all the little cool things that they do with the guitar, the tone, it's just all. I don't know how to explain it. It's so well thought out, and you listen to it, and it makes so much sense, and it makes the song hit you even harder. But man, I really truly enjoyed this. I'm so, 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 so happy to continue my Rolling Stones journey. Every time I listen, I'm a babbling mess. I know I talk a lot. I get it. Like it or not, I get excited about songs that I listen to. I really feel things deeply. But when I listen to the Stones, I'm just like, man, I can't seem to shut the hell up. I'm just so, so, so excited every time I hear something, and it just hits me in the best way possible. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. I hope you did too. Let me know which other one you think I would enjoy as well. If you enjoyed my commentary, be sure to leave a thumbs up on this one. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss my videos ever again. I also do live stream on Twitch though. If you want to catch me, I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I would really, really love to get to know you guys over there on Twitch. But other than that, I'll see you tomorrow in the next reaction. In the meantime, take care of yourself, and remember, I love you so much. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.